tasty.
So good.
It's tasty. Hey, what's up, world? Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the weird ways that everybody communicates and stays in touch. I'm Jared. This is Bobby, and we're the Vinyl Guys. How was the music week for you, man?
Been pretty good so far. Discovered a few artists through Instagram, actually.
Did you really?
Following us.
Nice. Nice.
I'll probably leave their links at the end or
Absolutely.
Or their tags.
Absolutely.
Or
We appreciate all the love for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Nice.
Yeah, some cool little bit of metal.
Yeah.
Some cool like alternative rock stuff.
Nice.
One of the guys, one of the bands is local, well, somewhat local to us.
And out of Salt Lake?
They're up in Salt Lake, yeah,
Nice.
so 2 hours from
Nice.
us.
We're in St. George, Utah, by the way. I don't know if we've ever told anybody that, but the wonderful land of heat. Right? It's coming, man. It's coming. It's going to be brutal soon. Face of the sun, for sure. For sure.
More beanies.
Yeah, kiss him goodbye. Ooh, worked with the lyric. So I have found myself listening to a lot of newer soul music this week. Black Pumas, Michael Kiwanuka. Dude, really, really, really good. I've been really hooked on a lot. Newer soul, older soul. I've been really hooked. I can't seem to get away from it. And it's
I see you did a post about Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, that album's phenomenal. That album's phenomenal, man. That's Aretha with the fire in her voice, dude. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. Anyway, today, guys, we're listening to Kaleo. This is the debut album from Kaleo called A.B. Yeah, A.B. 4 guys from Iceland. Just playing straight up blues rock and roll, man. Which I guess is similar to the Black Keys.
Similar. I was gonna say that they have a very similar sound. I don't know if that's where they got their sound from or not.
Maybe an influence.
Maybe possibly.
Who knows? Yeah.
They don't have a whole lot of stuff as far as like interviews and stuff. They do have like a little bit of live performances and stuff like that, like
Right.
radio sessions and stuff. But still, it's kind of hard. They're still kind of an untouched subject, I think, in some ways, or in that
Well,
way.
I think they're going to get touched a lot here real soon. That's maybe a weird way to say that.
Yes.
Or maybe they already are. Who knows, really? But I think they're really gonna blow up with this, because they just released some new music, right?
2 new songs.
Yeah, yeah. Real different, real acoustic ballad kind of song, and then
Yeah,
just
they're-
a heavy hitting.
They're 2 opposites, basically.
Yeah.
A lot like this album, actually. I noticed, I was kind of going over it. We talked about doing this album today. I noticed side A and B side A is really heavy, kind of up tempo. Side B is a lot more mellow, kind of. That's what
Right.
reminded me when I heard their new music and made me think about that.
I love this lick. Sorry.
Jam it, dude.
Well, I think that's one of the things that I really love about the band is their versatility. I mean, track by track, you're getting different songwriting, different sounds, different feels.
For sure, yeah.
You know, you go from a real old school. You can go from like an old school rock track to a real nice ballad folk track. I mean, there's just.
This is a super famous song by them.
I'm going here. This was their first single, I think. This was the first track I heard from them. Actually, it popped up. I want to say it popped up on a Spotify list.
Sick.
And I gave it a few listens, and then
Right.
I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was a good track. I love his voice.
Oh, dude.
So that caught me immediately, and I tell you, live, his voice is, it's something to behold. It's unreal.
Sick.
It's unreal. But I think it was probably half a year later, almost a year later, before I really dove in and started listening to him. They just didn't have anything out.
Right.
So when I did the research, this was pretty much it. And,
Still, this is pretty much it.
well, this album.
This album.
This is what we've got. 2016, right? This is what we've had for 4
Why
years.
are you doing this to us, guys?
Yeah, more music and less time.
Please.
That would be the best way to go, I think. But this album's brilliant. So as far as track by track, we could go through. I think some of my favorites. I think this is an amazing song. I think my favorite has got to be on side B. I Can't Go On Without You. But God, Broken Bones is phenomenal. The next track up.
I think I think I'm more on the softer side with this album. I actually surprisingly like the softer stuff in this one.
Right, like Pretty Girls maybe?
Yeah,
or-
I think All the Pretty Girls and Automobile are probably which back-to-back ones there. Those are two of my favorite on the entire.
Right.
I don't know why. They're just fun, up-tempo, kind of.
They're great tracks, and then that really showcases what we're talking about with the differences, because
Yeah,
the first song we heard, No Good, I mean, it's a huge...
that was a rock song.
That's a rock song,
Yeah.
right? You know, kind of the driving force behind that HBO show Vinyl. That was
Yeah.
their driving promotional force, which is cool. But then All the Pretty Girls is like this. I mean, he's got this beautiful lilting falsetto throughout the
Right.
track, tons of control in the voice. The band just following it along perfectly.
They're all super talented musicians. Man.
Super talented.
They've got a few videos online. You guys should check out some radio sessions, and you just watch them. And it's just like,
Right.
dude. Even his whistling and a few of the songs he whistles.
Dude, he's got the best whistle.
On mic, it is perfect.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
unreal, right? It's unreal. So he sings, he plays, and he whistles amazingly.
Yeah.
That's the trifecta of musical talent. That's what that is. I will listen to your music if you can sing, whistle, and play the guitar.
That
That's,
is one of your favorite things.
dude, whistling
We
in
talked
music
about
is
that.
whistling,
It's
hand clapping. I don't know why hand clapping.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe it adds like feeling to the music, something
Yeah.
next
Well, it gives
level.
you something to follow with. If they're
Yeah.
whistling, you can whistle.
You can
if
definitely
they're clapping,
whistle.
you could clap with.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
time.
That's true. It gets you involved, right?
For sure.
I dig that. I dig that.
See, I just hit it with my air guitar, but
But you can by all rights play air guitar because you play guitar. I look like I'm holding like a box or something awkwardly, like, oh, where do I put this down? You know.
that's awesome.
But yeah, this side A, I think is, I mean, front to back, there's not a track on this album I would skip.
Nope.
Side A is pretty much perfection.
Yeah. For sure.
You know, I think side B might get better.
Like I said, I love side B. It's every time I flip it, I get excited when I'm listening to it at home. I'm like, okay,
Right,
I'll
right.
listen to the whole album, no problem.
Right.
But side A, I'm just kind of jamming, cleaning.
Right.
But when it ends, I'm like, ooh, run to the record player.
Absolutely,
like, you know.
absolutely. So that makes me want to ask you: are you okay with just putting on side B, or are you one of those guys that if you're going to listen to a record,
I gotta listen to the whole
you
thing.
got to listen to the whole record?
Oh,
And I
yeah,
guess
gotta
that's one of the
commit.
great things about vinyl, right?
Yeah.
It gets us back to full albums. We get to hear all the musicians'
Everything
music.
you have to listen to.
It seems like with digital music, we've lost
Oh, you could skip through and just
albums.
listen to.
There's no continuity anymore.
Yeah.
This old sound here. I love this old. What are they doing here? What's creating this? Sounds like it's playing through like a megaphone or something.
He plays a resonator.
Is that what that is?
He, not fully, but I know he does play a resonator. It'll give it that more tin sound kind
Right.
of.
What is this? These guys are from Iceland, man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so when I realized how much I like their music, I looked into other music from Iceland. It doesn't sound like this, man. I mean, what is this? Straight up blues.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
like I said, there's not much of them talking about that kind of stuff. I
Right.
want to know where did this come from? What was their inspirations?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
can make guesses, but who knows? Like you said, they're from Iceland. Like it's. not
I had the pleasure once of actually hanging out with the lead singer and a couple guys from the band. I went and saw them in LA, and I
Right.
can't for the life of me remember the venue, but they were phenomenal. They opened for Family of the Year,
so,
and I guess I'm biased because I love their music, but they should not have been the openers.
yeah, they should have been.
At any rate, I got to hang out with him, and I talked to him about when he wrote Automobile, and he loves San Diego, and that's really, he wanted to write a song where he talked about San Diego, and
which is where you're originally from, so it's probably kind of cool.
yeah, I was there.
Well, you lived there.
I lived there for like 6 years. Yeah. So that was kind of cool to get to chat with him about that. And it was like, oh,
You love that place too. I mean,
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Lots of good music there too, for sure. Well, let's shut up a little bit. Listen to this music.
heck yeah, dude.
See, that's a megaphone effect.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an effect on
Ain't got no place to call our home. Only chains and broken bones.
It's beautiful.
All the pretty girls like Samuel.
falsetto is so badass, dude.
Really doesn't show.
Control is unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Love, it's more than he
The
can
the note he hits in the last track, I Can't Go On Without You, he hits a falsetto note that you'd swear he's gonna pass out by the end of it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You're watching him live like that? Okay.
You gonna be all right, dude?
We don't want to pick you up here.
You all right? So, All the Pretty Girls. Would you say this is your favorite track on the album?
It's a strong tie, 50-50 with this and the next track.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but I think as far as moving and just beauty, this is,
Oh, it's a beautiful song.
it's gorgeous.
Beautiful song.
It's gorgeous.
Even when it picks up a little bit, it doesn't go out crazy or super heavy.
Right.
It just kind of picks up, get tempo up a little bit.
Yeah, it tempos it up a little bit. So this is interesting for me with you because most of what I know about your musical taste is not this. It's very much not this. It's much more, much heavier, much more aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. You know what's, because I really don't. The only other music I like this is like City and Color. I can listen to Dallas Green all day long.
So good.
But
So good. James Taylor.
James Taylor.
You're a big
yeah,
JT fan, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as like this style, like newer, because JT's kind of old. I like all that old stuff.
No offense intended,
Yeah.
Mr. Taylor.
Well, not him, the music.
The
Anyways.
music, right.
But this is pretty much the only thing I listen to like this, and I don't know why.
Right.
Because there's plenty of music like this. I just never got into it. Kaleo for me was actually we were hanging out one night. I'd never heard of him, and
Right.
we were just shooting darts, like hanging like we do always,
Right.
listening to music, talking music. And you're like, oh, have you ever heard of these guys? And I'm like, what the heck does that name even mean? I was like, what?
You know what? I looked that up the other day.
you actually know.
In sound or something to that effect. I also could be completely and totally wrong, but it's Hawaiian.
Sounds
I know
right.
that much. It's an Icelandic band with a Hawaiian
That's cool.
name.
But yeah, that was it, dude. You put it on, and it was like, I don't know if we'd already just been to that point with the booze or what, but I started dancing,
Jamming,
singing,
right?
And I'm not that kind of person.
So-
I'm very shy in that sense. So I
Right.
was just, it was awesome, and I felt a connection with the music in that way, where I was comfortable to dance to it, hang out, sing to it. I didn't even know the words. I was trying.
And it speaks so much to the quality of the music.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
much to it. So how many people have you played it for?
Everybody I know.
You just can't wait to show them, right?
Anybody and everybody. And I have I've got I call him my little brother. It's a kid I grew up with. He's a little bit younger than me. His name's Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's a metal drummer, like amazing drummer, right? Jammed with him for a little bit when we were younger.
Right.
But even him, he's like die-hard metal. Like you won't catch him listening to rap or nothing like that. I've played this kind of stuff for him. This and Black Keys I played for him.
Right.
It's just like, yeah, dude,
Into it.
That says something.
So great music just transcends all
Yeah.
boundaries.
Oh, it has to. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your preference is.
Yeah.
Great music is gonna win you over. Hell yeah, his voice is amazing.
I know, dude.
It's amazing.
I keep wanting to stop talking just to listen.
I would love to see him again in a new tour. One of my favorite venues down in San Diego is it's called the Belly Up, and it's in Solana Beach. And God, it's a beautiful venue, a great music venue, and their sound, the resonation of that room is so good.
Right.
Their sound would be. I mean, there's tons of great venues down there at San Diego, LA. There's tons of great venues, but a band like this and a venue like that would be fantastic.
Killer.
Dude, it would be so good. So Automobile.
See, I relate to this in the sense of riding my motorcycle, my bike.
Is that it?
Oh, dude.
Is that what does it? It's a great driving song.
Oh, gosh. If I could safely listen to this riding my bike, I totally would. But I would be jamming way too hard.
Right. Right. You
I
cannot close your eyes on a motorcycle.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't sit there and belt out singing while I'm trying
Right.
to ride.
Right.
But yeah, this is, I don't know, man.
I guess I could make room.
Well, I think we can both agree that they're a phenomenal band. I think you guys should get out there and check them out if you haven't heard them already. Hopefully we're going to get a new tour this year and get out and see them because they're fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think at this point we should just kind of listen, huh?
I love it. Turn it up.
Here we go.
Imagine myself.
That little lick right there, that's so sick. It's so sick.
100 miles an hour if you know. You